Hello everybody and welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. It's mailbag time. All right, so we got a big box here. This comes to us from a new partner for the Game Rant mailbag series, but I'm very excited to show it off to you. Let's get my phone out of the way. Let's open it up, pull it out, and then I'll tell you, oh my goodness, tell you a little bit about it. All right, boom, Arcane. So this is from a partnership between Pop Mart and Riot Games on a Arcane set. This is the League of Legends Twin Cities Battle Series. So it's a blind box set. Pop Mart, for those people that maybe aren't familiar, they have both stores and you can pick up their stuff online. They do a lot of combinations of blind box items and individual figurines and collectibles that are themed after anime and video games and movies. There's kind of a distinct art style, which hopefully you'll see when we do this unboxing, but the Pop Mart stuff. And this Arcane set, so this is the full set. You can also get the individual blind boxes in stores and online. So pricing wise, so for the individual blind boxes, they are $30.99, and then for this big box, it's $278.91. So specific pricing, but you're getting a full set of blind boxes here versus the $30.99 is just one blind box and you're not sure who you're gonna get. But this is my favorite type of Game Rant mailbag, opening blind boxes. It's super fun, and that's kind of the appeal of Pop Mart for a lot of people, is getting those blind boxes. I have a few of their Universal Monsters set. Those are super popular. They have a lot, and I think this Arcane Twin Cities Battle Series, this League of Legends collaboration, especially since how popular Arcane, the Netflix series, is, just ended recently in November, the latest season. I think this is gonna be a popular one. All right, let's open it up. I do wanna show you a little bit of the box, but I wanna get the kind of glossy plastic off of it so there's less of a light reflection, but you can see down there, and I'll show it to you up close, who you can get. My Arcane and League of Legends knowledge is not as diverse as some of you out there, but that's kind of the beauty of the mailbag, is being able to show this off to you guys. So those are all the characters that you can get. There's also like information about the set there. Here's the cover for the top of the box without any shiny reflectivity on it. You also get odds, one of the kind of important parts of blind boxes. So 1 in 9th chance, or 1 in 9 chance for Jinx, Echo, Heimerdinger, V, Caitlyn, Jace, Victor, Warwick, and Mel. So they're all 1 in 9 chance there. Those are your odds. And then this is kind of how you would see it on display, is it would be like if you went into a Pop Mart, it's kind of something like that, and you'd be able to, these are significantly bigger than they thought they were gonna be. Man, okay, so you'd have it all nicely arranged, but you'd be able to pick one out. You don't know who you're gonna get, but there are 9 in here, so ideally you get one of each. I believe you get one of each. I don't know why I said ideally, but there you go. So there's one of the boxes. These are gonna be substantial. So here is your individual box, and then here is an up close look at the characters you can get, but also there's Secret A and Secret B, 1 in 72 chance. I don't know do I know? Have I been informed? Yes. So there's 2 secret editions, Powder, and then a special version of Jinx are the 1 in 72, but maybe we'll get one. All right, let's open them up. Let's check them out. These are chunky. Some of the Pop Marts that I have are a little smaller. I have some of the Universal Monsters, as I mentioned. All right, so you pop it open like this, and then take it out like this. One of the other cool things is you usually get a card. So we got Jace as our first, and you get a card saying who you get. It says Pop Mart and Arcane League of Legends on the back. Very cool. All right, so let's take the card. Let's take them out. So these are kind of like different poses. So this is like a kind of a bust setup. I do want to show you. So it was protected in plastic and it was also covered in plastic, but there's also a little styrofoam piece to help keep his face nice and pristine. So it's got the little Arcane base. It's holding his weapon. I mean, you got like a ton of detail in these guys. That's one of the cool things about Pop Mart stuff, is they really pack it full of detail. They do different kind of stylized poses, different looks for all their different collectibles. Yeah, see, like just in the shoulder alone, you get like so much detail, different colors. It's kind of his top of his head. Very cool. let's see how they compare. Let's open another one and see how the designs compare. All right, so we've got one down. No special edition, or maybe, just maybe. It does come with a little like packet to keep it fresh. I don't know what the appropriate terms, but we got Caitlin. There's the card for Caitlin. Let's take Caitlin out. So same type of base, but like, you know, completely different pose. You've got a little bit of that styrofoam there in between her weapon and the back of her bust. Got a little translucent flurry going around there with the bullets. Shells? I don't know. Gonna be mad at me for not using the correct term. But yeah, I mean, there's so much detail packed front, center, side to side for these characters. They're so cool. I really do like, you can appreciate the Pop Mart collectibles because they just give you a lot of detail there. So we got Caitlin, we got Jace. Number 3. All right, we've got Mel, it looks like. So here is the card for Mel. Oh, hiding her name. This might be the best one yet. So there's Mel, very cool. Got the translucent body. You got the slightly translucent tips of her hair. I like that a lot. The design of bringing the character to life and realizing it is so cool. If you can see just the gold design, even in the fingertips, there's just like so much going on. It's very cool. All right, so that was Mel. Very cool. All right, next up is Warwick. There's Warwick's card. Well, Warwick has a little plastic on the front of his face, and then there was styrofoam inside there to protect the front of his face, because this is like a little bit of this is a big boy. He kind of leaning forward, if you can see. So they protect him in the packaging. That's very cool. And then on the back, you got the green kind of tubing. That's so cool. Yeah, there's just like, I'm gonna say it a lot, but I just love the details. I just love how much like they capture both the character and all the little things that you want to see, but also the color schemes and like the texture work. Nothing feels flat. Everything looks, you know, dynamic and has energy to it. So the characters are all in like cool poses, and it's not just like this is a bust, this is a bust. They all represent the character and have this cool kind of energy to them that I like a lot. All right, let's open up next. We got V, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, that's fun. You got a little bit of styrofoam there to protect her elbow. So the styrofoam was like right there in between her elbow. But one of the things I noticed is that it's kind of like a movable translucent plastic. Yeah, see, these are usually like attached, so they're a little more rigid, but this is a little movable. You can like see all the detail and the color and the shine in her gauntlets. It's super cool. I like the, you know, the flatter tones of some parts of her clothing, and then you've got the more of the sheen. And even, let's see if I can show you. You can see like you can see the detail right underneath her eye. Like they go in there, even just like on the back. So a lot of detail in there, super cool. All right, so there we go. So we're down to 5. Well, we've done 5 and now we're down to 4. Are we gonna get lucky? Are we gonna get any special editions? We've got, ooh, here's a slightly different one. All right, so we've got Victor. There he is, Victor. A little plastic on his hand, but also Victor is slightly different in that Victor's comes with a little accessory. So here's Victor, got that. They all, or many of them, have that kind of like translucent swirl detail part. But so Victor comes with a staff that you can pop in his hand like that. I just wanted to show you. So he's got a lot of height. Warwick was like about depth. He's got a lot of height. And similar to V, like if you can see the little like golden detail on his cheek there, and just like even underneath the fabric and on like his right hand or right arm, you can see like the detail in his skin It's so cool. It's a fantastic rendering there. All right, let's get on to the next one. All right, I was curious if we were gonna get a special edition and not get Jinx, but we did get Jinx. So similar to Victor, Jinx does have an accessory. Got her gun there, and you can pop that into her hand. She got like her trigger finger even goes through the gun, so you'll be able to see that. Got like a little bit of personality there compared to the other ones with like her name. I'll show you as I turn it, but there's her gun. I mean, it's expected, you know, that this character would maybe get a little more style, a little more pizzazz there, but yeah, you can see like the pink kind of spells out Jinx. Her hair flowing all around it. Big weapon, little sharky shark action, and then like her belt there comes around. Very cool. And you can see like the weathering or the decay of her weapon, but is also like some of that black, but then also just like the pristine tattoo on her skin. I love these. These are great. These are fantastic. Arcane is so popular, I expect these to be insanely popular. I didn't take out a card, there's a card. All right, next up, we got Echo. Ooh, look at that. Oh no, that's a deep one. Let's see, compared to Warwick. So this Echo reaches out a little further. So Echo is similar to Jinx in that it's got the kind of signature in the background there in brown, but on the front, you know, it's got the like yellowy gold, bending the laws of physics to kind of fit that swooping throne kind of look for the bust. White detail on the hair, detail on the knuckles. Just I think their face is so cool. And then on the back, you got it's kind of bent. It's not bent like deformed, not on purpose. I don't mean to suggest that, but to like kind of give them a specific look. All right, so our final one. Oh, here's the card. If I didn't show it, here's Echo's card. All right, there's Echo with the sword. I forgot that it flew out. So kind of cool, translucent sword there. Very cool. All right, drum roll. So we have not gotten Heimerdinger. So either we're gonna get a special edition or we're gonna get Heimerdinger. And the answer is we did not get a special edition. We got all 9 of the 1 in 9 chance. No luck on the 1 in 72. There's the card. And then here is, so there was a little styrofoam on the front to protect the face. Always gotta protect the face. Oh, and there's a little bit on the back. Just get some separation from the background. There you go. Ooh, boy. I like the like two-tone eyeball. And then like the little, there's so much detail on. And then there was like the little piece of styrofoam between the back of their hair and the back, twirling it in your hand and trying not to drop it. A challenge or an art. And then you can see there's just like that little pop of red there. These are fantastic. All right, that's the full set. So this is the Arcane Twin Cities Battle Series blind boxes. So like I said, there are 2 options. You can buy one of the boxes that I opened, $30.99. You can open one of those and maybe get one of these 9 figures, or have a chance at the 1 in 72 special editions. There were 2 of them. Or you can, for $278.91, you can buy the full box that I opened, and best case scenario, you get 2 of those special editions. But worst case scenario, you just get 1 of each. And is that a worst case scenario? You know, you're most likely trying to get all those characters. But thanks so much to Pop Mart for sending us in this blind box set themed around Arcane. Thank you so much for watching today's Game Rant Mailbag. I've been Anthony Taormina. Have a great rest of your day.